Welcome back to my channel. Lots going on. First of all, I just came from Sephora. I took off my glasses, which is why you might see a little indent here, but that's totally fine. I'm testing out a foundation that I might want to purchase. I won't tell you what it is, but you let me know which side of my face you think is better. This is A. I have it here and here. And this is B. Yeah, so let me know which one you like better. A, I'll come in close. See if that makes a difference. I'm a little bit closer. This is A, and this is B. I feel like because I ran some errands today, I had some things that I needed to do with my boyfriend, so we did what we needed to do. We ran some errands, we did some laundry, we packed. I think now what I would really like to do is just focus on getting a little bit of work done. I've been thinking about some new things that I would like to incorporate into my business, which I am excited about, but I feel like such a beginner. As I'm re-entering into this space, I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. I literally feel like I don't know what I'm doing. But that's not because I don't know what I'm doing, because obviously I'm in the space, so I have a great amount of expertise in this space. I think I just feel a bit overwhelmed because my space is changing so rapidly. It's just hard to keep up with. While I struggle with that, just keep me in prayer. I want to be consistent. I want to show up for you guys. And I want to do a good job. I guess there's also that too, like the pressure to do good. Because a lot of people, when they show up for their work, they just show up at work. But for me, when I show up for work, the whole world sees it or has the potential to see it. You know what I'm saying? What I really would like to do is just take off this makeup because I am not happy. Not that I'm not happy with it, but it's literally just a base and nothing more. Put on a fresher face of makeup and kind of just go from there because yeah, it's not giving what it's supposed to give. So let's fix that. Okay, I need someone who is smarter than me and wiser than me to explain to me where the time goes in the day. I feel like I woke up early, tried to get a lot of things done, which to be fair, I did get quite a bit of things done, but the time just goes. So there's that. I'm going to use these, which I got off of Walmart to take off my makeup. I actually tried, I'm gonna show you these because I actually really like them a lot and they're quite affordable. I don't know, some people feel a certain way about cleansing cloths. I need them and I enjoy them. These are my absolute favorite. These are the rose water ones, but I wanted to try something new. So we're gonna try the cucumber aloe green tea. Smells great. That's a good start. But maybe if you're not into fragrance, which if you aren't, I don't know why you would even be here on this channel. It has these little rib things, which I didn't know. I don't know if you can see that, but it has a little bit of ribbing on them. It's for exfoliation, so I'm just gonna take that off. I'm gonna take off what I have on my face because I wanna do a proper full face of makeup. Maybe even potentially film a little bit of content for my YouTube or TikTok. I don't know, we'll see. That looks good. My skin is looking rather great, although we do have a bit of a uh-oh here. That is a massive zit. I hope the camera's not even focusing on that because I'm shocked by how big that pimple is. Like, how old am I? Am I a teenager? Okay, we're looking good. Skin is looking great though, nonetheless, right? Gotta work with what we have. That's just what we're gonna do. And I think that all the makeup is taken off my face at this point, so let's get to work. Perfection. Just really quick, now that I've tried both of these, I think I prefer the rose water ones still. They smell good and they feel quite soothing and I like that. I need a little bit of soothing in my life. I'm gonna use this Smashbox Photo Finish Smooth and Blur. Old school, but it works so good. Love it. Love it as a base primer. So let me catch you up on what's been going on with me because there's been a lot happening and a proper catch up is what you deserve. Maybe you haven't been waiting for it. That's all right. A proper catch up is what you deserve. So I'm going to give it to you. Last year, I had a surgery, which I shared on Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, then you would have saw me talking about it. So I had fibroid removal surgery. My fibroids were huge and they weren't painful, but it was imminent that they needed to come out. I think next I'm just gonna go with my Studio Fix because this is what I normally use and I really like it. So it was imminent that they needed to come out and I got the surgery. That was a lot for me. I'm gonna be really honest with you, that was a lot. And I wasn't prepared for the amount of healing and recovery that I needed to do in order to move forward. Not only was it painful, it was really challenging for myself and my family. I learned a lot about that experience, without getting too deep into it. I learned a lot about expectations for people and what you expect for people to do and what they can actually do. No shade. And I love my family and I know they love me too. But like when you're in the thick of a life-changing event where you have to recover and you really need to lean on someone for support, you better know who that person is. You better know who that person is. And yeah, it was just not a good time for me. That led to me feeling very unsupported with not only my recovery, but also with work because I felt like I could not even walk up the stairs. I could not walk up the stairs for maybe 2 weeks, right? But 2 weeks comfortably, like it took me like maybe a month to be able to walk up the stairs and I wouldn't even say comfortably, right? Because when you have a C-section, there's so much discomfort. It's not anything that I would say is something that you would recover quickly from or something that isn't painful. Like it's a major deal. Anyway, that led to, I would say, a light depression. I don't want to throw that word around easily. I don't want to take that lightly because that's a big word, but it was a challenging time. Let's just say that. And it made me feel like I didn't want to work. I didn't want to show up on camera. It was hard for me to show up for myself, let alone you, anyone else. So I was just done. And I don't feel bad about that. I'm allowed to feel done. I was definitely very much feeling like I can't do this. And I didn't. And by the end of the year, I blew up. I blew up. Not in the best way. I blew up in weight. Because I wasn't working out and because I wasn't really eating healthy and because I was still healing from this surgery and I wasn't moving my body. By the time I made it to the end of the year, I was like 100 and I don't know, I think at my highest I was like 167. And that's what I have weighed on the scale. I was probably way heavier than that. So 2025 January comes around and I'm like, you know what? I got to get this weight off. I want to get back to working. I want to get back to doing things. I want to get back to feeling like myself again. I don't want to be heavy. I want my body to look like it once did. I want to get back to a new sense of normalcy, like all the things. I just wanted to feel normal again. And that took a lot of work. And I got to be honest with you, even though I had professional goals in the beginning of the year to crush it, and we're going to do this on YouTube, and we're going to do that, and it's going to be amazing, and I'm going to have so much support, blah, blah, blah. I wanted to get myself back to a place where I was like physically strong and mentally strong and capable, like feeling more capable. And the only way that I could do that is if I just focused on me and myself first and just like healing the things that I had going on. January, I set a goal. I said that I want to get back to my fighting weight, which is basically 140. I was like, if I can get down to, actually the goal was to get down to 150. That was my first tier of a goal, right? So I said 150 is what we're gonna do. Then I said, if I could do that, I'll see where I am. And then I want to start putting on muscle at 150. By the way, my eyebrows, we're just going with it. We're not doing anything too specific. We're just trying to get a quick beat on because I got to get going. I want to get outside again and do stuff. So each month, I was really disciplined with my diet. I was really disciplined with working out. I started walking every day. I started eating healthier. I started cooking healthier, and the weight started to fall off. Because of my background in dance and even in fitness, I always had an idea of what I needed to do. I knew it wouldn't be a problem with losing weight. What I underestimated this time is how hard it is to lose weight once you start getting up there in age. This was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my entire life. And I'm not being dramatic here. I lost 30 pounds. First, I lost about 20 pounds, right? And then once I got to 150, I was like, you know what? I can get down a little bit further. And I realized that I liked how my body was looking at the lower weight. So now I'm at about 140. I fluctuate between 140, 145 when I'm cheating on my diet and I'm not as disciplined, but I'm at 140 now and I'm really happy. It took me 3 months to get to my goal weight. It took me 3 months to get to 140. And that was a big deal. Because I literally, once I hit that 140 mark, I cried. I got down on my knees and I prayed and I thank God. I hadn't been 140 since I was like 20 years old. 20. That's a lie. Maybe 27, 28, 29. I was still getting it back then. That was the first 3 months of the year. That's a quick update because really that's all I was focusing on, just walking and getting my mental health together. I also had a therapist and that was good. That was helpful. And then the next part, the next couple of months, I just really wanted to focus on what am I going to do next in my career? What am what am I going to do next? Because the whole time while I was silent online and just watching from the outside, looking in, I saw how much the influencer space has changed. And even though I don't like to even call myself an influencer, I don't even know what I like to call myself. Maybe a content creator, but content creators and even influencers, they do so much more than that. And really, I am not, see, now I'm about to get on a rant, but I am not trying to influence your decision in whatever it is, whether it be skincare, makeup, fragrance. I don't want to influence you. I want you to make your own decisions. If you come to this channel, it's because maybe you value my opinion, but I'm not trying to influence you into buying anything. Buy what you want. Buy what you want. The right thing to do is for me to give you the information you need to make an informed decision, and you go from there. That being said, influencer space has blown up. People want to be influencers, and that's great, but I just don't know if I'm there anymore. And I just got to be honest about it. I like partnering with brands. That's great. I love receiving new product and being in the fragrance space, but I also love the community that I have, and I want to double down on that part. I never want to, I made a uh-oh. Anyway, by the way, this is a House Labs concealer. I really like it. It's a clean formula and it's pretty good. Anyway, I feel like I really want to double down on the community aspect of what I've been building here for years and years on YouTube. We've been rocking together for a really long time, and that's special to me, and I do not take that lightly, and I never want to be in a space where I'm too tired or too sick or too overwhelmed to show up. I want to show up. Believe me when I tell you, I want to show up. If I don't show up, check on me, because that means something is going wrong. That means something is going wrong. You know how they say check on your strongest friends? Oldie but goodie, but this is MAC. These are my MAC blushes. This one is Peaches. I think this one is Gingerly. They're one of my favorites. I can't remember which ones these are, but I'm not using those anyway. I'm going to use Gingerly today. We're just gonna do a simple beat, nothing crazy. I'm sorry I didn't list all of, well, mention all of the products, but I will leave it in the comments. Not comments, in the description. See, that goes to show how much I haven't been here. I'm just like, I don't even know the language anymore. All right. I think this is looking pretty good. It's not my best work. I am not a makeup artist, but it's looking pretty decent. Tell me it is so that I don't feel like I'm looking ugly. I need a mascara. My favorite mascara is this one right here from YSL, but I need to throw it away because it's a little dry now. I've had it for way too long and I don't even know why I'm holding on to it still. I'm gonna use this one. This is Bounce by Benefit. So let's just get this mascara situation on. And I should probably put on an eyeshadow because I've got deeply hooded creasing on my eyes, my upper eyelids, and I hate when the concealer gets in there. It's so ugh to me. Let me just put on my concealer really quick. I'm sorry, my mascara. And then we'll try to find a powder that we can just set. That looks pretty good, right? That's not terrible. That's a kind of quick update on what's happening in life right now. There have been a lot of other things that have happened in between with my love life. We don't even have time to get into that. I don't even have the time to get on that. We're just gonna skate right past that. But all is well. Everything is more back on track. Everything is a little bit smoother. And I'm in a place where I feel comfortable and I feel good and I feel positive and I feel like I can start to show up again. Yay. Yay. Oh, by the way, this is the Anastasia Iced Out Highlighter. It's really cute. I like it for my eyes. Let's just set my brows. Again, I'm not a makeup person. I feel very unremarkable right now with my makeup. And one of the things that I want to do, and maybe even on this channel, you can let me know, but one thing that I really want to do is get a lesson. I need to be taught how to do my makeup again. And that's no joke. I don't like the way my makeup is looking these days. My face has changed, products have changed, and I need to do better. I don't know what I'm doing. It's okay. It's okay if I don't know what I'm doing. At least I acknowledge that. Let's get the help that we need so I can move forward quickly. I think I'll do this. I'll do this lip combo for right now. Hold on. Actually, I'll do this lip combo. Usually it's this that I do. I use my 2 MAC lip glosses, but I think I'll go a little bit darker. This one I got from Mary Kay and I really like it. So I'll do the which one is this called? It's called Berry. So I'll put the berry on first. Super pretty. It has a little minty flavor too. It's hot in my house. I need the AC on ASAP. It is really hot and I'm not feeling it. I hate feeling hot. I just hate it. Now we're gonna pop this in the middle. I should have actually wiped off my lips just to make sure that they were super prepped and ready to go. It's looking pretty good. Not totally mad at this. I'm looking for my setting spray, which I don't see it there. I'm gonna do a little bit of bronzer in golden. This is the matte rich golden bronzer. And I don't know where my Studio Fix setting spray is, but that would be up next. That is what I would put on next. Here we go. Here's the final look for right now. This is good enough to get me through my day for where we are right now. Honestly, there's been a lot that I have not caught you up on, so we'll just have to talk about it more and more through these little makeup get ready with me talk throughs, because there's a lot to fill you in on. I can't do it all in one sitting, but if you have any questions, just DM me. Maybe I can bring it up the next time we chat. Good morning. Today is a brand new day. I'm feeling under the weather. Yesterday I started, I put on my makeup. I was feeling good until I was not feeling good anymore. And I had to call it. I sat down and I edited a TikTok or two, and then I laid down and I went to sleep. But the thing is, when you're sick, you can't go to sleep. Well, at least I can't. So this is where we are. I feel okay, like my body feels okay. It doesn't feel like the flu. It just feels like it's a chest situation. Whatever I have going on, it's in my chest, and that's a problem. Nonetheless, I am okay. Right now, I want to water my plant because she needs some water. I just went outside. I went to the pharmacy and I saw that my baby needed a drink. As do I. If you get to know me, this is what happens with me. I like to rehab certain plants. I love beautiful plants, but I almost like sickly plants even more. I found this plant at a plant store in Summit, New Jersey, and it looked beautiful. It was sick, obviously. It wasn't doing too well. It was on its last legs, but to me, I thought it was really pretty. It has these really gorgeous satin leaves. Really wonderful. Anyway, I got it home. They put it in a pot for me. They repotted it fine, but it had bugs. It had bugs. So right now we're in my mud room, which is where I like to keep plants that have a little bit of issues outside of the house because I don't do bugs. Bugs I don't do in my house. So what I've been doing is I've got these sticky traps, which I don't want to touch it because then it's going to disrupt the plant. But anyway, let me see if I could show you. I'll actually show you the whole shebang on what I have. I have this neem oil. Is this neem oil? Oh yeah. I have two. I have a spermicidal, insecticidal soap, not spermicidal soap. Yeah, I have this. Spray the leaves and spray the top dirt. I also have these, which they're like sticky. You peel these back and any gnats, any adult gnats or bugs that are creepy crawling all over the plant, they'll stick, they'll die. These are great for killing the adults, but you gotta kill the other babies and the eggs in the roots. Not the roots, but the top of the soil, which is usually where they are. So what I've been doing and what I found really worked pretty well is I've been mixing water with hydrogen peroxide. I think I actually saw this on TikTok. To me, I feel like it's been doing really well with getting, I don't know, I guess the hydrogen peroxide, once it gets into the soil, it releases air bubbles and the bugs don't like the air bubbles, I think. I'm not sure. Anyway, this works. And I think hopefully by the fall, I'll be able to take her inside. But for now, she's quarantined until I know 100% for sure there's no bugs. Because I don't do bugs. I'm so afraid of bugs. I hate them. All right, let's see. Let's water you. And like I can hear the air, the water seeping down, the air coming up, the air cracking. I do have a place in mind that I want to put her in my house. I have like this really grand room, and right now I have like an aloe vera plant that's on it, but it's actually, the aloe plant is not doing so well. I think aloe, to be fair, I'm not sure. I was going to say I think aloe needs bright light and it's not getting the light that it needs, but I don't even know. I feel like I am good with certain plants and other plants I am terrible with. Again, another reason why this one is in quarantine, because I need to know that I can actually take care of it and it's worthy of getting into the house. Because once it's in the house and there's bugs in there, it's an issue, you know? All right. I also tried these mosquito bits, which I don't know if I did this right, but anyway, I put this in water, then I watered the topsoil, but then it got mold and fungus. That was a nightmare. That was a whole nightmare. I had to pick out each mosquito bit by bit. And if there's one thing I hate more than bugs, it's fungus or mold. I just don't understand why these things were created in life. But I did it. I did it because I was committed to making her work. So now I'm just gonna spray the leaves, and I'm gonna spray this on the topsoil, give it a good shake. All right, this looks pretty good. She looks nice and healthy, relatively healthy. She's on her way, but you gotta do the work, honey. I'm doing my part. I need you to do your work. But your leaves, they're beautiful, and you're looking nice. That's cute. I haven't named her yet. Again, she'll get a name when she makes it into the house, into the big house. We've already established that today is going to be a day. Let me turn you this way a bit so you could see me. We've already established that, so we're just going to let that go. Everything is made better by coffee. Are you a coffee snob? Because I am not. I do love coffee, but I have a really big issue with caffeine and the way that it makes me feel. Sometimes if I'm over caffeinated, I get anxiety. I'm not able to sleep at night. My heart races. I do get affected by it, but I do love coffee. I love the flavor of coffee. And for me, the best thing that I've tried so far that doesn't give me the jitters, but gives me that coffee flavor. Best part of waking up, baby. Best part of waking up. Not sponsored, but I'm just saying. It really is. It's my favorite. I've gone through like jugs and jugs of this. Again, because it doesn't give me the jitters, but it gives me that coffee flavor. Oh my God. And I make this awesome protein iced coffee. You would die. You would die. Next, I'm gonna put this in there. Love it. This is pretty good because it has more protein than normal milk. Oof, I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to feel, the more I talk, I'm starting to feel like I'm getting sick. Last thing I'm gonna put into my coffee. If you're super conscious about what you put in your body, you gotta check out the ingredients. I know the ingredients of this is not great, but this does have 0 sugar, so hopefully this won't spike my blood sugar, is my point. But yeah, this is not the best thing for you, but it tastes good. So I pick and choose what I want to put in my body, you know. Sometimes I know it's not good. It's a choice. If it tastes good and it gets me through my day and it makes me happy, it does not matter. My grandfather, he lived to be 99, God rest his soul. He just passed away. But this man's diet, his favorite things were cookies, candies, and Corona. That was his diet. He would do anything if those 3 C's were involved. So if he's tough as nails like that, I'm sure I've got that tough as nails blood in my body. I don't think a little bit of creamer is gonna affect me. Okay, and this I had in my, again, something else that's not so great, but I do like the way it tastes. I do like the way it tastes. I wish Coffee Mate would come up with something that's a little bit more healthier, because the flavors are actually really good. This coconut cream, I like it better than the hazelnut, although hazelnut has been like my tried and true for years, but these two mixed together, so good. I do prefer the liquid to the powder. That's just my vibe, but you know. Anyway, I could talk on and on about coffee because I love it so much. If you want to win my heart, bring me a coffee in the morning. And yes, I said coffee. For the next 2 hours, I really need to lock in. There's a lot that needs to get done. So the project that I was telling you about, which I don't think I haven't updated you here, but if you're following me on IG, I did talk about this a little bit. So I am reimagining the Fragrance Society. We had a new relaunch last week. It was a soft launch into this reimagined version of the Fragrance Society. I want to double down on the community aspect that we've built together over all of these years. I know you love fragrance, as do I, but I feel like there's no one really having the conversations about fragrance that I want to have, and that's okay. That is actually okay. That's probably a good thing. That creates space for me to have those conversations. But what I'm realizing is that not only do you want more of that type of content, but you want it to be exclusive. And I appreciate that. I really do, because I want it to be exclusive too, and I want it to feel exclusive. So we have a newsletter that goes out once a month to my free subscribers within the Fragrance Society. But for my paid subscribers, they receive a weekly newsletter. They also receive voice memos from me, interesting articles and essays, fragrance news. For years, literally years, I've been doing the 10 fragrant things that you should know about to all my fragrant friends out there. And now we're just building on that. We're making it bigger and better than ever. And if you have any suggestions or if you'd like to join in the community, I will definitely leave a link in the description box down below. Totally up to you. Again, I am not here to influence you in any way. There's a free side, so if you just want to dip your toe in and see what the Fragrance Society is about, totally welcome to join. I would love if you join. I will email you once a month. I am not spammy at all. I hate spam. So I would never spam you. And for my paid members who are true supporters of this channel and supporters of me and my content and the type of content that I like to create and the type of content that you love, I send out an email every Friday. And yeah, I'm just really proud of it. I really, really am proud of it. We went through a new logo change that was interesting, which that's a whole, I don't even want to get into that. That's a soft spot for me right now. Maybe we'll talk about it a little bit later, why I had to change the logo. Yeah, let's talk about it a little bit later. Maybe I'll talk about that on the inside of the community behind the paywall because I don't want no smoke. I definitely don't want to ruffle any feathers in the industry, why I had to change it, but I had to change it nonetheless, and I'm really happy and I'm proud of it. I also think it's just an idea, I might be interested in getting some people to contribute, some thought leaders in the space who are smart and have opinions and knowledge in the industry. I just think it's gonna be good. I know it's gonna be good. I don't wanna say I think, I know it's gonna be good. So anyway, if you are curious, I will leave it in the description. I'm gonna go ahead and tackle that project right now. I'm gonna spend 2 hours of dedicated time locked in to getting that project done because there's a lot of behind the scenes paid content that I've got to create, and I'm gonna go do that right now. Today's a new day, and it's actually a very special day because it's my grandmother's birthday and I'm about to put on my makeup, and it's also a very special day because I received a little, let's focus in on that right there. I received a gift from our friends at Guerlain, and I'm very excited to try it out. But first, I think we should get into a little bit of makeup because I'm running late and I could talk for days and days about fragrance. I just really need to focus on getting my face together. I'm actually not running super late, but I like to be on time. So I like to give myself a little bit of time for everything, every bump, every hurdle that I could potentially run into. And that is maturity. I'm giving myself time for traffic. I'm giving myself time for cleaning up after myself because I hate when I'm like in a rush somewhere or I'm going someplace and then I come back home and then the house is filthy because I was in a rush. Simply because I was in a rush. Not because I'm a filthy person, not because I don't know how to handle myself. It's because I didn't plan ahead and manage my time well enough to clean up after myself so that I could make it to and from my destination and come back to a clean house. Can't do it. Hate it. Today I think I'll actually use my Studio Fix foundation, which is another oldie but goodie. It is a favorite of mine. I like this one for pictures, like when I'm about to take pictures, and because it's my grandma's birthday, I know we're gonna take more than enough pictures. My grandmother is turning 85. She turned 85 today. I already spoke to her on the phone. She's super excited. She can't wait to see me. I don't know. I feel like my grandma she's like my twin flame in life. Like we're so much like each other. She has a really fun sense of humor too, and like one of the best parts of my day is calling her and just catching up and speaking to her and seeing how she's doing. And I tell her my life like it's a reality TV show. and she's so excited and she's enthralled. She's every little bit of the way, she's like, oh my God, and what happened? And then she's asking me follow-up questions, and she's just so into it, you know? She's so into her grandchild. I'm excited to celebrate her. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna go to a dinner, like a brunch spot. I would call it like a bistro. We're gonna go to a bistro, and my aunt organized it, God bless her. It's gonna be a good time. My cousins will be there. My grandma's gonna get dressed up. I'm wearing a dress. It's gonna be good. It's really gonna be good. For concealer today, I'm gonna use a mix of these. This is the Pro Longwear Concealer in the color NC45 and NC42. I'm just gonna blend it on the back of my hand. This is a more full coverage concealer, which I actually really like. Again, it looks super pretty in pictures. You'll see. Hopefully I don't mess it up because I'm in a rush. You'll see. On another note, I'm feeling better. The last couple of days, which it was bumming me out that I started this initiative of getting back on YouTube, and then suddenly like I come down with a little summer cold. You can't plan it. You can't plan it. It's fine. I am feeling better, which I'm happy about that. Can you see the difference in like here to here? Like here's a dark circle, here we are fully covered, and that's just one coat. I usually like to do 2 coats of this. But yeah, you can't script it. It's like I was trying my best to film a little bit more of a substantial vlog, and I've actually got PR downstairs, fragrance PR and skincare PR that I want to show you. But that's just gonna have to wait maybe to another vlog. We can talk about this new release though from Guerlain, which I'm really excited to try today. My only hesitation though, and I'm just gonna be honest, is that I am not a Vetiver fan. Vetiver is not my jam. I am not a fan. I don't know. I mean, I do like some green, grassy, earthy notes. I do like that, but Vetiver can be really tricky. You know, Haiti is the most sought after place for Vetiver, the ingredient of Vetiver, but I just, you know, I don't know. All Vetiver is not made equal. Sometimes I'm just not into it. Sometimes it can smell like sticky or maybe a little too green. So if I appear a little less enthusiastic about the fragrance once I actually smell it and try it on, forgive me. It's probably me, and it's because I am not a huge Vetiver fan. It's just something about Vetiver that kind of makes me like little not as excited as I typically am when it comes to fragrance, but we will give it a try. We will certainly give it a try. Okay, here we are. Now my under eyes are looking good. They're looking super bright. I'm just gonna pop on a little bit of brightness here. I'm rushing. I am really rushing. I gotta go. I can't make it super pretty today and do my best, although I'm gonna try my best, but I'm rushing. Okay, that looks pretty good. That does not look bad at all, I think. Just looking at myself in the viewfinder. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Okay, now let's do my brows really quick. Nothing crazy because I don't have a lot of time, and I actually just used a hair dye in them to kind of darken them up a bit. I'm using the e.l.f. I don't know what this is, but it's like an e.l.f. pomade for the brows. It's like a little gel. It's all right. I like it. I do like it. It keeps the brows nice and soft, and it gives a little bit of sheen and slickness to the brows, and it also doesn't break me out like I'm wearing a gel on my face. Okay, that's looking good. Something that I tried a couple of days ago was I did my crease with, and I'm gonna try it today to just see. I did my crease with like a color like this. This is Golden Finish Matte Bronzer. I did my crease, I did like something like this. I just kind of like did it. I just bronzed up this section of my eye, and I used it as shadow. And then I'll do the other side too. And I hope this works out because I did it the other day and it looks so cute. Again, I am not a makeup artist. At one point, I was really good at makeup, but now I'm just such a novice. It's embarrassing. Truly, it's embarrassing. Okay, So I did something like this, right? This is actually a lot, maybe too much. Okay, we'll try to fix it. Then what I used was, I'm gonna do this Tarte concealer, and I'm actually gonna do a little bit of my Pro Longwear concealer, and I'm gonna mix the two together, and let's see if this works. So I'm gonna mix the two together, I'm tapping it, and then I'm gonna go like this. And then I just did this in the corner of my eye, and it kind of gives me this like pop of lightness, brightness here, which I could never do that. Like if I were doing like a cut crease situation or something like that, never, never. Just not good at it. Just not good at it. But yeah, that looks pretty good, right? I don't know what I'm doing, but I think that looks pretty good. Okay, yeah, yes, baby, yes. I'm just gonna extend that a little out like that. What I'm gonna do now is just blend it, just blend the edges, and I'm gonna leave it like that. I should probably put like something up front to kind of just smooth it out, but I'm gonna leave it like that, and I'm gonna pray for the best. This is me testing it because I'm not sure. I'm using the Bounce mascara that I used the other day. It's a good mascara. I'm not mad at it. It's definitely an in-betweener though. You know, my favorite is the Lash Clash. And I want to try the Prada mascara. I heard really good things about that mascara. So we'll see. But for now, it's this. Okay, I am looking at my lid and I'm realizing that I have to set this area with something because it is indeed creasing. And I hate that. So let's do that. Let's see what I have close by that could work. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. This is from Pat McGrath. It's their yellow powder. I think this is actually for under eyes, but today we're gonna use it to sit on top of the eye. It's okay. That's looking pretty good. Okay, wonderful. What I want to do now is just bronze my face really quick. Let's do, I guess I'll do this. I mean, I feel like I'm messing up now. I'm like mixing my brushes. Should I do it? I don't think I should do that. I think it's too risky. I'm gonna use this. This is NC 55. I'm just gonna go around the perimeter of my face. And again, I don't know where my Studio Fix is, which that's a problem because I like the way it looks. I really like the way it looks. I feel like it adds a lot. Oh my God, I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. I can't wait to eat. I didn't eat anything yet today because I knew I was gonna go to this food situation, this dining out moment. And I don't know, you know, usually when I do these type of things, I could easily overeat. So I gave myself some banked food points, call them points, some banked food credits so that I can eat a decent meal and not like feel terrible about myself. Let's do this peach color because I'm wearing a peach dress. Pretty, very pretty, very pretty, very pretty, very pretty, very soft, very pretty. Everything is looking good, really good. Love it. Okay, wonderful. What else? Let's try this today as a lippy, which one of my favorite lips. This is I think it's called Atom. I am not sure. Don't kill me in the comments, or if you know how to say it, please let me know. It's their lip softening balm in the color Fig Sauce. Super pretty, right? Very chic. It's a wonderful wash of color. Very nice. And damn it, I need my setting spray. Let me go get that. We found her. Okay, we're ready. Let's see. That looks pretty good. Yeah, she's looking like herself. Let me put on my outfit now. Okay, let's talk about the scent of the day. The main event, which, let me give you a proper unboxing so you can see all the goodness that it is. Okay, so here's the packaging. This is what it looks like. So happy that they sent this along to me. Again, I'm not a Vetiver fan, but I'm always excited to try something new. Bottle is gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that presentation. Oh my God. Loving the color of the juice inside. The bottle is so beautiful. This is from the Art of Materials collection. This is nice, actually. Hold on. This is the imagery that they sent along, but this smells very like tropical. When I smell this, it kind of makes me feel like I'm looking at it like or smelling a tropical flower. So let me get into the notes because I have no idea what they are. And the only thing that I know about this fragrance is that it's a new release. I have no idea what's inside. Okay, first spray on skin. Okay, citrusy and bright. It has like a liminess to it. Almost kind of reminds me of like a green grassy Sprite, like that lemon lime note. Okay, let's see. Oh, fig. Yes, I do smell fig in there. I guess that's what I thought was making it tropical. Okay, here are the notes. Lime, green tropical accord. Well, clearly, yes, it's giving tropical for sure. Fig, vetiver, pineapple accord. Fruity, very fruity. There's a sneaky little pineapple that comes up from behind, isn't there? Pineapple, this is a vetiver I would wear. Again, I am not a vetiver fan, but I would totally wear this. Cypriol, tonka, and cedar. And the perfumer here is my favorite. I have a bunch of favorites, but she holds a special place in my heart. Delphine Yelk, I love her. She is so fabulous. She knows what she knows. Like she is the nose of all time. Like she understands fragrance really well. She just, she's come into the house of Guerlain and really just reimagined a whole new era for the brand. And I think she's wonderful. Truly, I think she's wonderful. I'm not just trying to brag on her. She's really wonderful. It's so good. This is my scent of the day. And if you're curious about it, I will link it down below. Wonderful. I'm hoping that it stays wonderful on my skin throughout the day, because with fragrance, that's the joy and the beauty of fragrance. You have to test and you have to try and you have to experience it for yourself. I don't need anyone to tell me about this fragrance and how I should try it or how glorious it's gonna smell. I need to know for myself, and the only way that you can know is by trying it on your own skin, not being influenced by anyone or anybody. So happy sniffing.